Good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1203rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and of course that would be me. Good evening, traders. This video coming to you on a Wednesday night for trading, Thursday, July 24th, 2014. Traders, all right, before we get to this, as usual, futures trading can be extremely risky and cause substantial financial loss. It's certainly not suitable for all trading accounts. A stop is your best friend. Never trade without one. Blah, blah, blah. You got the risk, right? If you didn't know about risk, you wouldn't be sitting here. So let's move forward. What do we have on the board for trading Thursday, July 24th? 3 topics, 2 arrows. We've got a green OMNI arrow for emini, S&P, NASDAQ, DAX. We've got a red OMNI arrow for gold, silver, and platinum. Gold comes up on Omni's radar as a short for today into tomorrow, or I should say for Wednesday night through Thursday at least. Gold comes up as a short, so does silver and platinum. So what's on the board? ES and NQ head towards their targets on the charts I've been showing you in the last couple of videos. Last night's video, I showed you some charts with targets. We are heading towards those targets, and we'll likely nail those targets on Thursday. Gold weakens technically. You'll see the chart. You'll understand why. And then DAX. The DAX hits what I like to call a launching area. So if you are afraid of the downside, don't be, because I think the DAX has just hit a bottom. Should go higher. We've already been going higher in ES and NQ. The gold has been going down. For you lunatics out there that said the gold's going to go to 3,000 and the dollar's going to go down and the S&P's going to crash. Why? Because there's unrest in the Middle East? Really? Let's think about that for a moment. You lunatics think because there's unrest in the Middle East, the economic climate of this world is going to change? Since when has there not been unrest in the Middle East since you've been born? Let me think back. I started paying attention to what was going on in the world around Jimmy Carter days, a little bit before him into Jimmy Carter. I started to watch, and I realized that there was a little bit more to the world than mommy and daddy's house, right? I don't ever remember a time ever where there was peace in the Middle East. You got Lebanon, you had this, you had that, you had everything. Every country, especially around the Middle East, has been going crazy since I'm a child. That has not stopped. Every boom and bust recession or anything that our economy has shown us in the last 20, 30, 40 years of my life. How the hell is it any different now? Oh, there's unrest in the Middle East. Yeah, big deal. There's always unrest in the Middle East. In fact, if you're a Christian, or if you believe in just about any Bible, there's been unrest since the first day of your calendar in the Middle East. So that's not going to stop the markets, right? How could it? You've got Russia, but Russia's sort of a broken down country that's got a lot more flexible arms than they really have muscle. You know what I'm saying? They've got a much bigger bite than a much bigger bark than their bite, if you will. So I'm not sure that Russia's really going to turn things over. What should stop us economically? If Yellen shuts up and she stops yapping about what she thinks might happen, how on earth does this lady know any better than the rest of us? How does Janet Yellen know when the stocks that belong to the Russell are going to top out, when anything is going to top out? I don't care who she is. I don't care what information she gets. How would she know any better than me or you or Mickey Mouse when this market's going to top out? So if we get ladies like her to shut the hell up and let the markets do what they will do until they stop going up, I think we'll be okay. The charts tell us we're going up. The talking heads are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. The gold going down tells us that we're going to keep going up. The DAX tells us that we should go up. With no further ado, let me show you technically why we should go up in the U.S. indices. Traders, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart that showed up on Omni's radar this evening, Wednesday evening for trading Thursday, was the gold. That looks bearish if I've ever seen a bearish-looking chart. The structure's bearish. So you've got this apex, we're falling out of it, and really, what is that? Isn't that just a bear flag, right? Isn't that the pole right there? That's the flag. It doesn't have to look like this. A flag could certainly look like this and still be a flag. So that's what I think that is, and I think we crack in the gold. That is certainly not going to harm the S&P's chances of going up. The S&P, same chart I showed you yesterday, but this bar wasn't there, right? This bar right here didn't exist. And I said, look, we should go up to that target. Well, this happened since I showed you the chart. Here's the bar that happened so far. We settled here. Why not end up here tomorrow? That's what I'm expecting out of the E-mini S&P. Towards the target we go. Then there's the NASDAQ. And the same thing here. Why shouldn't the NASDAQ just head up towards the target? Remember, I showed you this chart before this day existed, and this is what happened so far. Not bad, right? Boom. This is what happened. We're heading towards the target. Why not hit that target? I say we do. Then, take a look at this chart. Very nice chart here. Traders, the DAX on the weekly. Now, this goes all the way back to 2009. This shows you 2011, but it actually goes all the way back to 2009, below where I can even fit on the chart. Here's what's interesting about this weekly DAX chart. You do not get above or below this channel ever. Never, ever. Has not happened since 2009. So here we are. We bounced just about off the channel on this week so far. Here's this week that we're looking at now, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if you get close to the channel, it bounces like here and here. Here it hit, here it hit. Every time it got close, it had a massive rally. We just bounced off the channel. Why shouldn't we have a massive rally from here? That's what I think you should expect. The DAX should take us home, traders. Remember, never trade without stops, because that doesn't mean this line won't eventually be broken. But we're in a bull market, so you should expect it to hold and continue higher. That's what I'd expect. Traders, pull your own charts, do your own homework. Never, ever take anyone's technical opinion without doing your own analysis as well. So, traders, there you have it. There's my technical argument for why we've got a green omni in the indices and a red omni in the metals. Well, not copper, but gold, silver, platinum. Traders, we talked about the markets moving higher in yesterday's video for Trading Wednesday. They did, in fact, omni called the low in both S&P and NASDAQ. Bravo, Omni, on getting right back on your horse there. Very nice, Omni, right back on its horse. So this should work out. This is absolutely happening. The DAX had a launching pad. You got to love it. Traders, if you'd like to learn how to call these Omni trades on your own and figure out where the market should be tomorrow, doing that today, which I know is very interesting and a craft most people can't do, come on down to my site and fill out your OmniCamp application. I'm holding a 4-day training session held live here in Las Vegas. It is September 12th. 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I only accept a handful of applications and 3 seats are already taken. If you would like to be one of the few that are going to come to OmniCamp this September, fill out your applications at livewithoscar.com. All right, traders, make sure that you subscribe to these YouTube videos so that each and every night when I put out a new video, you get an email from YouTube letting you know so you can watch the video before the action takes place. Traders, always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Janet Yellen, learn to keep that yapper shut, would you please? Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.